This is a video that I really didn't think I would ever make. Once upon a time, I started doing this, where I took a couple different games between me and a friend, and I broke down everything that was going on in War Thunder about how to earn SL and how to earn RP, what was the best way to do things, and effectively, the conclusions of that was the best way to earn RP was activity time, and the best way to earn Silver Lions was actually getting air target kills, basically. At least that was from the testing that I had done. And I did a whole breakdown of everything. I had the video planned out. I even wanted to discuss the ways I felt that the grind was becoming more and more and more basically tedious and obnoxious for players. And I had examples here where I was going through all these different games. I had all my data sets done up. I was going to do a really technical deep dive into all this stuff. And I basically scrapped the whole video idea because I really didn't feel like there was much interest in it. At least up until recently, anyhow. With some recent drama in regards to Gaijin's effective slopification of War Thunder, the game itself has been taking a path that, over the last while, I've noticed is becoming increasingly more grind centric and more selling more premiums to appease the shareholders at the company, basically. And it's not uncommon. Like, we had the F-14D, the Senrai Maidens packs. We got now these reskinned versions of tech tree vehicles like the M60 and the Puma coming out. And it definitely feels like Gaijin's scraping the barrel now, trying to make some income on this game without doing anything to improve the actual quality of life for the players. And we revolted back, I believe it was like 2023, 2022, when the proposed economy changes were coming out that would have made this even worse. And the reality is, this data set I'm showing you here, this is outdated now because in the background, quietly, with nobody ever looking, Gaijin has been slowly working in all those economy changes without telling us, the players. And I've noticed this because I can't earn uh, 10,000 RP a match anymore. I can't earn 24,000 RP in a match anymore. These are games that you can no longer do because, realistically speaking, the game has had the economy reworked in the background where the base earnings have been reduced so much now that I might be lucky to get half of this amount for the same game result effectively. And it sucks because the Gaijin has been steadily working back a lot of the changes that they've been making. One of the changes that they made, of course, after our revolt was the inclusion of the end of line bonuses. If you had reached the end of the line in a nation, you would receive 5 bonuses per day in the same tech tree of other nations or that same nation to researching vehicles. The bonus was scaled based on the rank of the vehicle, so researching lower ranked vehicles gave you less bonus. But at the top tier, you would earn up to 30% more RP. Yeah, that changed long ago. It's down to 10% now, and the only reason I know it was 30% was because the helicopters never got nerfed. They are still 30% as far as I'm aware on their end of line bonuses. You still get 30% bonuses for researching the rank 7, 8, and 9, which helicopters don't even go past rank 7 anyway, so that makes no difference. It's just rank 5, 6, and 7 in helis. And it's just a mess right now. And so I was sitting down today. I think we need to all collectively as a community take a stand against Gaijin, and we need to stop feeding the snail their slop until they finally decide enough. Until basically there's nothing left really. And I wanted to demonstrate this to you all by just showing you what it's like for a new player. So I took the United States Air Tech Tree and I set the goal of getting the 3 rank 9s, the Pobit, the F-15C Golden Eagle, and the FA-18E, along with the F-15E. And the reason I did that was, in order to reach the next rank, most nations require you to get about 6 vehicles, depending on the rank. Some later ones you only need like 5 or 4, but for the most part it's 6. So by doing it that way, you can see here that in order to reach, like, say, rank 6, there's only 6 vehicles you need to proceed onwards anyways, so that basically checks off the box and makes sure that we at least have enough vehicles to proceed onwards. And so I wanted to show you how much RP it requires to get every single vehicle in the US tech tree. How much RP is the bare minimum to reach that required goal of the rank 9s and the F-15E? And you can see here, it's it's significant, yes, but not as significant as you might think it is. And I also decided to say, hey, if you make about 2,000 RP a match, here's how many matches it's going to take you to reach that required amount of RP. And then I charted it. And it's pretty obvious to see that War Thunder has sort of a scaling logarithmic requirement for each nation for each rank prior from the previous, with only a minor exception of rank 9 being that there's only 3 vehicles in it and each of them are 400,000, so definitely not the best. But really, I wanted to come back here to this match is completed. So I was discussing this in a Discord there with another group, and I'm just going to write it out here manually just to show you. In order for you to reach this many games in a match, let's say you can average 12 games per day. Let's say you get 6 hours, takes about a half hour per match. I know it's probably not going to be that long for some matches, but between needing to do other things around the house, your chores, bathroom breaks, food, whatever, let's say you can get 12 games in per day of War Thunder, plus work and stuff. Now, some days you might get more, some days you might get less, sure, but just for argument's sake, let's say every single day you play 12 games of War Thunder. If you play 12 games of War Thunder, for each of these, you are looking at requiring this many days of War Thunder to reach this requirement if you can manage 2,000 RP a match. That is basically what I would consider the bare minimum for a free-to-play player with no premium account, no premium time, just using the tech tree vehicles only. I'm not really good at doing unscripted content. It would take a year, basically, for a brand new player to reach the top end echelon of one single nation as it stands today. Who here has ever seen a nation in War Thunder not change in a year? Because there's always some new addition. There's some new top tier added. There's some new mechanic added. There's a whole rank addition added. Like, there's so many things that get changed in this game every 3 to 6 months. None of this matters because by the time any player who is grinding through the nations is even getting close to this sort of thing, guys is going to just come in and add in a brand new vehicle. I used to have the end-of-line bonuses for the United States Air Tree because I have an F-15E. But because of the addition of Rank 9, I no longer have that bonus. Even though it's a 14.0 BR, because of Rank 9's addition, I no longer have the bonus because it's not a top-tier vehicle anymore because it's only Rank 8. It's not Rank 9. Yet the Rank 9s are 14.3, and it's within that 1 to 2 BR gap. Nope, still don't get it because the F-15E is Rank 8, not Rank 9. This is what I'm saying by Gaijin is walking back on all those things they promised us those years ago when we revolted the previous time. Because they are specifically trying to ruin it for everyone. I lost my ground vehicle one too because they added in the new Pantsir SPAA for Russia because I had the Pantsir S1. But then they added the book. Then they added in the other Pantsir. It's like, I can't get a break. I lost my bonuses because they just added more top tiers. And because I didn't have any other top tiers, I lost my bonus. And you might say, well, just get another top tier vehicle. You understand that in order to reach a high end rank, you have to grind so much RP. Like I said, just to get the 3 current rank 9s and the F-15E takes almost 8 million RP worth of grind. Even if I had the premium account, the premium vehicle, I'm making 8K, 10K, 12K RP a match. I'm still realistically going to need almost 3 months of grind to get all these vehicles if I was to start with just, let's say, an F4S and a year of premium. And I would have to play 12 matches of War Thunder every single day for 3 months. I don't know anyone who would want to play War Thunder for that often, that much every single day for the rest of their lives, unless they're making long form video content on the regular, or it's their job to make content on this grind of a game where it feels like every single action you as a player do just. I really can't say anything anymore. I'm frustrated with this game. I don't even know if this video is even going to be uploaded. If I do upload it, please understand. I like War Thunder. I've been playing it since 2013. I have seen the game progress to where it is now. I know the frustration of the community. I've seen it firsthand like everyone. I've been on and off on this game all this time. I still don't even have proper top tier vehicles anymore because, again, I've been on and off this game. I can't really stand this game long enough to continue playing it anymore. And because of the way Gaijin's been handling this, I realistically will not be playing War Thunder any further until major changes are made. I appreciate your time in watching this video. Please go down in the comments, tell me your experience with War Thunder. Let us know if you feel like this feels obsolete or outdated. Just, we need to take a stand as a community. We need to tell Gaijin enough is enough. Stop with the money grabbing. Stop with the shareholder appeasement. Stop with, we won't let you buy to the top tier premiums, when you're literally adding in 12.0 premiums every update, and now every update feels like it's 60% premiums. Like, you don't need to lie to us anymore, guys. And we know that is what War Thunder is. It's meant to make you money. You need money to keep the lights on. You need money to keep the servers running. You need to pay your developers. You need to pay your community managers. You need to pay your CCs in whatever form of currency you give them. I don't care. But listen, look, something has to change. We revolted once. We gave you an out. You squandered it, and you've been undoing the changes that we asked for. And now we're pissed off again. And this time we as a community need to stand together. We need to look Gaijin in the eye and say, you had your chance. You blew it. Now fix it or we're gone for good.